everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Bills going up against the Lions. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions. Hello again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And, partner, I think we can safely sum up the goal of this final week of the preseason with 3 simple words. Don't get hurt.
And make sure you follow that mantra, okay? We cannot have you hurt going into the season, but you're exactly right. Starters will play very little, if at all, in this game. A lot of guys fighting to make the roster because after this game's over, we get down to the 53-man number, and guys will be fighting like mad to be included in it.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They're led out by the 4th-year quarterback out of Florida State, a former first-round pick, E.J. Manuel.
While it's safe to say he's not exactly lived up to first-round draft pick status, his size, his arm talent, I don't think anyone's given up on him just yet. They want to see if they can still get the best out of E.J. Manuel.
Here's Manuel. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Now McCoy. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now Manuel. He's got time. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Carpenter knocks it through, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback from the University of Georgia. It's Matthew Stafford.
Another Texas quarterback. And there's something about these guys. They take a lot of pride in competing amongst themselves about who is going to be the one who puts up big numbers, lead their team to victories. And Matthew Stafford has always put up the big numbers. Now he's looking for success in the regular season and, of course, getting to the playoffs.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Everitt. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And on this offensive unit, one guy that's proven himself early in the NFL is Everitt.
A very reliable target for a quarterback. They always love tight ends because they're right in their sight lines. If you get it to this guy, though, he can take it the distance.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
Whenever we talk about Zach Brown, the first thing that comes to mind is speed. He can absolutely fly at the linebacker position.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Here's Everitt. Oh, nice move. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That is incomplete. Everitt, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Throwing is Stafford. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Lions defense gearing up as they take the field. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance, it's amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which would be a little bit longer. But they have to feel fantastic about only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, could have. Now can they carry that over? They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And now the Lions defensive starters.
DeAndre Levy is one of those linebackers who makes everyone around him better when he's on the field.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll go again to McCoy. Penalty marker is down here. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Holding offense. Still second down.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. So McCoy adding to his yardage total in this one. Last year, 895 yards in his first season in Buffalo. Of course, he had Charles 4,000-yard years in Philadelphia.
And you know the man they call Shady wants to throw some shade at the Eagles.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Hakeem Nicks, 51 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Dan Carpenter now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Now Riddick. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
All right, here we go.
They go back to Riddick. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stuff the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
They'll go with a keeper. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Call it a pickup of 7, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Orlovsky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Looking to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He may have had some offseason foot surgery, but that hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his explosiveness off the line of scrimmage as he starts his routes.
On the return, it's Tate. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. They come out here in the eye. Another pistol look here. Riddick with a carry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Here's Orlovsky. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it'll be 4th down.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions defense now back onto the field. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out, you feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll give the Bills a 1st down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. The 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 58 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Carpenter now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bills now making their way back out onto the field. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. They say, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here.
Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Now let's go. Detroit.
On the ground, it's Riddick. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right, and that'll be incomplete. Here we go now. Extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And there's a flag on the play. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Manuel. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And just 1 tick to go. So this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. A give to McCoy. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. Already 17-0 our score. We're back to the Motor City after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First carry for the former Florida State man. It's Carlos Williams. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think a lot of people are a little bit surprised there that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously. But the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch them rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They come out here in the eye. Again, it's Williams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Throwing Jones. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And Carpenter knocks it through, and the lead now increases to 20-0. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Carpenter now, after the made field goal, will kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
A first run for the backup, Abdullah. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
But when your first NFL carry is a 36-yard touchdown run with a really nifty move to get into the end zone, people expect big things out of you. And Amir Abdullah, they're waiting for him to fulfill that promise.
They had the shoulder surgery in January, but really expected to be the man this year in Detroit. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Now let's go!
On first down, Abdullah. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Abdullah, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Rolling to his right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They come out here in the I. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Oh, 4th and short, right at midfield. This is where you tell your offense, I've got faith in you guys to get me a few yards. And sure enough, they repay that faith and keep the drive moving with a first down.
Now Orlovsky. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent. And that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw on film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage, meaning they either bail out or they give them a lot of space to throw the underneath stuff. So they decided they'd take advantage of it and worked on it hard in practice this week.
A second down run for Abdullah. And there's a flag on the field. And he'll go down at the 28.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Carry. This is Zenner. Cuts right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Detroit. Zach Zenner, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And here comes the Lions defensive unit. They trot back out onto the field. And with a deficit here, they gave up the field goal last time, but with this deficit, Charles, how important is a stop on this drive?
Extremely. And you know that they heard it on the sideline. You know they heard it going out onto the field, and they're telling it to each other. No more points given up. We've got a chance to still get into this game.
As a defensive guy, you kind of like that challenge? You don't want to be down, but do you like that challenge?
You don't want to be in that position, and you wish you had taken the challenge a little bit earlier, but now, this is it. It has to happen at this point.
They begin the drive with Williams. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Jones. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Carlos Williams that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Colton Schmidt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The veteran tight end Brandon Pettigrew the target there. And it'll be third down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And ready for 3rd and 6. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Orlovsky. And finding his target, Pettigrew. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Tim Wright, his intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one. Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, Can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to T.J. Jones that time. And that's going to make it 4th down.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And getting set to go again, here's the Lions defense. They got the stop last time that resulted in a punt, and then it resulted in 3 for their offense.
And this is one time where the defense won't get credit for creating points, but that's exactly what they did. All right, forced them into a punt, turned it over to their offense, and guess what? Points went on the board.
Points were on the board, 3 of them. Now they'll be looking for another stop. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
On 2nd down, Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Now back to throw. He's got the hook up here to Leonard Hankerson. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
No. Check. Patriots. Here we go now. Clean. I back that up. Philly. Here we go. Set.
Now Orlovsky. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So they had great field position, but a three-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a three-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Carlos Williams, his fourth touchdown on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Now Carpenter to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And it's complete to the tight end Pettigrew. And he goes out right around the 39. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Detroit first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets a
touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. A chance for us to look at the Lions' defense again. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Out of the first two series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down. You gave up a touchdown. You can't do it again. You have to dig in, grit it out, and fight it out. Reset buttons. It's driving everybody crazy. There are no reset buttons when you're playing in this game.
Preach, Chucky. Preach.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Now Jones. And his throw here's incomplete. Jim Dre, his big tight end, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. The tight end, Jim Dre. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Here's Orlovsky. He's going to go up top again. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Ten yards to go on third. They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And here come the Bills. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it with Williams. And he powers his way up past the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Both teams have done enough to be leading here to this point, but in a close game, you know the second half is going to have some more twists and turns, which should lead to some excitement. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Third down at midfield, under duress, and the pass is picked off. Bills will come away with the football. Now following the pick, Nick's wide open, able to make the grab. And this two-play drive goes for a touchdown, pushing the lead to 10. It's late in the first. McCoy's going to look for space, and he'll go for a score. The lead now at 17. Lions have it on 2nd and 5. Handoff and run goes up the middle, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Trailing now by 13. Bills now late in the second. Williams is going to dart up the middle, and he'll end up sprinting into the end zone. That puts them on top by 14. Staying late in the second, Orlovsky's on point with the throw, and that goes as a 50-yard touchdown, cutting the deficit to 7. So that'll bring our halftime report to a close. We'll go back now to Ford Field for the start of the third quarter.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Orlovsky. Escaping the pressure right. And this one complete to Andre Roberts. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Lions are going to have a first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And now a first down following that long gain. A toss to Abdullah. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They're down here in the third quarter, trying to get something going to the outside there. Didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one meant for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
All right, here we go.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Zach Zenner, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So the 2nd time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and of course he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. Prater on to add the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Detroit defense, we get set to watch them go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Here we go.
Throwing Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's third.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now Jones. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Here's Colton Schmidt now. He's been terrific so far.
So the defense forces a 3-and-out, but they got some help along the way. They threw it on first down, and when they were unsuccessful, it became second and long. Didn't get it again on another pass. Went third and long, and they almost had to put it in the air. They may want to rethink some strategy going forward.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Third down and 5. Back to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Here's Orlovsky. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Manny Lawson coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when line bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Jim Dre is big tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Second down now after the incompletion. Another pistol look here. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Offside, defense. Still 2nd down.
Second and 5. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, the offensive line's been winning the battle, the point of attack throughout this game. But how about that stop by the defensive front? Maybe now they can gather themselves and start to change the momentum a little bit.
So a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out now come the Lions. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Now back to throw. Complete to right. Shreds the tackle. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. On the run, Abdullah. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
Check, Patriot. Here we go now.
They'll set up to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down. A good pickup there on 20 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And some room to work. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down Lions.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
They go with Abdullah again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a give. This is Abdullah. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Zach Zenner, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Bills getting set to go. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 1, 9,
On the ground, this is Williams. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. Throwing Jones. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
Wrap up.
Still moving. A gain of 39 that time.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 31 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here's the Bills defense now as they head out to defend here. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field, all even as we get ready to start the 4th. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Seven yards remaining here on 3rd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Orlovsky. And finding his target, Pettigrew. The 13 yards that time at a first.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Bring it. Bring it. Here we go now.
They'll run the option left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Here's Orlovsky. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Bills' offense comes out ready to take over. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took the snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Simple slant route, and partner, really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
They'll look to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Reggie Ragland, the rookie from Alabama, in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. Nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. He's going to let this one go deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
They come out here in the eye. They run it again with Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down.
Now back to throw. Finding time. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Devin Taylor in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And it's fielded at the 34. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. A chance for us now to look at this Bills defense again. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here, see if they can force another 3-and-out. They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Complete to right. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Lions defense marching back onto the field now. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out. You feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Throwing Jones, and he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. Williams loses the football, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
This is Abdullah. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Here's Orlovsky. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Robert Blanton. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Lions defense gearing up as they take the field. Coming off that fumble recovery last time, so maybe they come out here with bigger eyes, a little bit more excitement.
No doubt about it, and I would hate to be a guy in the NFL nowadays that has the football in his hands. Because in the old days, you just worried about getting tackled. Now, they're trying to strip the football, create the takeaways, and that's often more embarrassing than getting knocked to the ground.
Have they gotten much better since your playing days at stripping the football?
So far beyond what we used to talk about. Our thing was just securing tackles, and if turnovers were a result of the tackle, that was one thing. But now they want you to secure the tackle, the next guy in, he's working at stripping the ball out, creating takeaways, getting it away from the offense is crucial.
Now Jones. And that's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Subscribe to me YouTube channel. It's right here above the comment. I just subscribed to you.
Throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Here's Colton Schmidt now, standing just outside his own goal line. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. Look at this spin.
Balance.
Amir Abdullah. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. So they boost their advantage here in the fourth quarter. And don't get me wrong, you take the points. I guess the only downside is didn't really get to milk any of the clock here in this last quarter.
But they'll take the points because, as you and I both know, here in the fourth quarter, things intensify. And while they may not have taken firm command of the game, it does give them a little bit of a cushion.
Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Lions defense now back onto the field. Hope they didn't get too comfortable on the sideline. They had the 3-and-out, the punt return for a touchdown. Boom, right back out there.
They're okay with that, though, because of what it led to. And let's face it, they keep a statistic, 4 3-and-outs. Most teams want to lead the league in those as well as in takeaways.
They'll be looking for another 3-and-out this time. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his tight end. That's Dre. Now the ball comes loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down.
Here we go! 38!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Red zone opportunity. Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Carlos Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Again, it's Abdullah. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And this complete to the tight end, Pettigrew. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye. Here's Abdullah. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run here with Zenner. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go. 3-19.
Abdullah on the counter. Down to the... And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Now the Bills will take another timeout. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, Abdullah. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And they will take a knee here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. I'll tell you what, partner, you learn a lot in every game. But when you win a close one, maybe you get to determine a little bit more about the guts of your team if you're the head coach.
It gives you much more than a snapshot now, doesn't it? You get to see the full picture of who your team is, and especially individuals, and how they handle pressure situations.
And then moving forward, you have the confidence that late in a close game, hey, we've been here before. We've done this. We've won this game.
There's a comfort zone that exists now. So instead of them pressing in those situations, now there's an air of confidence and calm, and then you just watch them go out and execute.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.